How is the pizza?
Thank you, Dahlia. Just so you guys know, Dahlia doesn't expense that to the company. The company doesn't pay that. Dahlia pays that out of her own pocket. So that's, even though she looks and acts like the ice queen, she's actually a sweetheart. So thank you, Dahlia. We appreciate you. I'm like dying for that email. Okay, what number did we leave off on? 14. How does oil canning occur in a low slope metal roof system? The answer is B, as metal roofing is applied normally. We all remember that one, right? A is the answer? In your head, A is the answer. The real world, the question is, how does oil canning occur? And the answer is, as metal roofing is normally applied. Just it's a normal phenomenon of installation of metal roofing.
You guys hear him back?
How's that? Because I said so? A is wrong. From distortions, well, A is the definition of oil canning. Is that better? Okay. So A is the definition of oil canning. Which of the following is most accurate about SPF? The answer is B. SPF should be applied when the deck temperature is 50 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. 50 or higher. Okay? 16. What damage can result if SPF-based roof systems are applied in misty or foggy conditions? Blistering. The answer is C. Carbon dioxide can cause blistering of the roof membrane. Anybody got questions on that one? Okay. 17. Which of these most accurately describes waterproofing? Proofing prevents. Proofing prevents. The answer is B. Treating a surface to prevent passage of water under hydrostatic pressure. Good? I can't. That's the first time I've heard you talk all week. Treating a surface to prevent passage of water under hydrostatic pressure. Key word. Prevent passage. Because then the next one talks about damp proofing. Which of these most accurately describes damp proofing? Damp proofing resists capillary action. Resists capillary action. Good? Good. Okay. 19. Which of these is most commonly used for coping in a low slope metal roofing system? The answer is A. Metal caps to weatherproof the top of the parapet wall. Number 20. Which statement most accurately describes flashings? No. All right, so we're playing the word association game. word association game on this one, because I said this very strange word, dissimilar, right? Dissimilar metals that could have galvanic reaction should be isolated. So the answer to 20 is C. Dissimilar metals that could have a galvanic reaction should be isolated. Okay, 21. What kind of flashing would you use on the downslope side of a chimney when you are installing a cover and pan tile roof? Now, did we talk about cover and pan today? No, we did. But what did we talk about yesterday? Apron flashing. Good job, guys. Apron flashing. C, apron flashing. Some people are actually listening to me. 22. Which of these is not among common methods for joining gutter sections to metal roof systems? So we talked about lapped and soldered, we talked about butted together and welded, we talked about lapped and sealant. We did not talk about sections butted together and sealed with cold adhesive. So the answer is D. Sections butted together and sealed with cold adhesive is not among a common method for joining gutter sections. Questions on 22? 23. Which statement most accurately describes a temporary roof used in low slope roofing systems? The answer is B. A temporary roof membrane will likely remain as part of the permanent roofing system. Luis, what's a temporary roof system that normally stays after the roof system?
A tarp.
That stays on the roof, you put shingles over the tarp?
What was the question?
Felt paper,
Oh,
right? Felt paper is a
Yeah.
temporary roof that you would keep in place when you install the permanent roof, right? Cool. 24. Which statement most accurately describes use of a temporary roofing system? The answer is C. Temporary roofing systems serve as a vapor retarder in a permanent roof system if the two systems are compatible. Questions on that one? That's a tough one.
I thought it should have been an emergency.
What's that?
I thought I marked A, which was emergency.
Think about it. Vapor retarders are going to slow down the transfer. That's what that is going to do in a temporary situation. 25. Which statement most accurately describes low slope roofing systems? The answer is C. NRCA recommends that cold storage of freezer building roofs work best when the low temperature structure is built within another building envelope enclosure. Questions on that one? We hit on that one kind of hard today. How does rigid board insulation reduce heat transfer in low slope roof systems? What's the one thing that slows the transfer? Air. So the answer is A, with air spaces or cells in the material. 27. Which statement most accurately describes use of rigid board insulation in low slope roofing systems? We talked about this one towards the end of the day today, guys. A, rigid board insulation may increase the probability of condensation occurring inside the roof system. Copy that? Questions? Okay. 28. Which of these is appropriate during proper installation of expanded polystyrene rigid board insulation to a nailable deck in a low slope roof system? So let me give you guys a little roofer lingo, all right? When I install the majority of my roof systems, I mechanically attach them. Mechanically is another word for physically attaching them together, right? What is something that I would use that would physically attach through a mechanism of me putting one thing through another to attach them together?
No.
Screws and nails. So, which of these is appropriate during the proper installation of polystyrene rigid board insulation to a nailable deck? That would be B, attached by mechanically fastening to the deck. Mechanically fastening is another word for nailing or screwing. Okay? Correct. Yes, that is 28. 29. How should double layers of rigid board insulation be installed in low slope roofing systems? We talked about this one, it was Wednesday. Staggered and offset, staggered and offset, staggered and offset. The answer is D. 30. How should insulation be installed over cementitious wood fiber deck panels? This one's very similar to number 1. With adhesive applied to a base sheet that is mechanically attached to the deck. The answer is D. How should insulation be installed over cementitious wood fiber deck panels? With adhesive applied to a base sheet that is mechanically attached to the deck. 31. Which statement most accurately describes proper installation of rigid board insulation in a low slope roofing system? The answer is B. Insulation board should be protected at the end of each day's work. Right? All right, guys, 8 more. And we say goodbye forever. 32. Which statement most accurately describes nesting new metal deck panels into a low slope roof system? And the answer is A. They should span joist to joist over a minimum of 3 supports. A. 33. During a roofing replacement, which of these roof characteristics would be the primary responsibility of the roofing contractor? During a roof replacement, which of these roof characteristics would be the primary responsibility of the roofing contractor? It ain't slope, because you don't determine the slope of the roof. The surface of the roof deck, that's generally there before you go. The thickness of the deck, generally there before you go. The method in which you attach the roofing materials, yes, the answer is D. 34. Which of these is most likely to indicate whether a low slope roofing system should be recovered or replaced? This was a topic we discussed, I believe, on Wednesday as well. The answer is B, deck deflections and fungal growth in a roof membrane. Someone tell me why.
Because there's obviously moisture.
Obviously, there's moisture in the roof deck if there's fungus or deck deflection. Deflection is another word for waves, for it bowing, it not being flat. Okay? 35. Which of the following is most true about recovering an SPF, thermoplastic, or thermoset roof system? We talked about this one today. The answer is B. Cover boards may be used as separation layers over fully adhered or mechanically fastened single-ply systems. Cover boards may be used as a separation layer. When I do an overlay, I put down a cover board all the time because I don't want my new roof, as it expands and contracts, to be going over the surface of an old roof that I don't know every square inch of the condition of that roof. Make sense? Make sense? Okay. 36. Which statement most accurately describes evaluation of whether low slope roofing systems should be recovered or replaced? This goes back to moisture in the roof system. The answer is B. Test cuts should be taken as part of the evaluation of the existing roof deck. Test cut, core cut, same thing. All right, 3 more. Which of these most accurately describes proper maintenance and repair of thermoset membranes? There you go. That's your keyword. 3 inches. New fastener should be installed with a patch that extends 3 inches beyond the fastener plate. The answer is C. 38. Which of these most accurately describes proper maintenance and repair procedures in low-slope roofing systems with thermoplastic membranes? The answer is C. Ridges and buckles in non-reinforced membranes. Non-reinforced membranes can be repaired with a patch over the membrane without removing the defect. All right. And the last one. No. I was trying to do something. I was trying to be funny. 39. Which of these most accurately describes proper maintenance and repair of localized shrinkage in thermoplastic membranes? Someone give me the answer. Not the A, B, C, or D. Gotta let it relax for 30 minutes. Let the membrane relax for 30 minutes after being cut prior to repair. The answer is C. Congratulations, everybody, you passed. Hey, whether you think you can or you think you can't. Right. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a couple last parting words, okay? You guys put a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort into the last 4 days. We at Roofing School Restoration Builders, myself, Dahlia, Jason, really appreciate you guys coming here and being great. You guys have been a great class, one of the best that I've ever worked